As reported by the South China Morning Post, Taiwan is developing a backup satellite network to secure its communications with the outside world in the event of a cross-strait conflict. Analysts have said the project, which initially aims to set up 773 satellite internet hotspots and backhauls by the end of next year, is vital, as the People's Liberation Army, PLA, would most likely want to paralyze the island's operations by destroying its communications network in the event of an attack. According to the island's digital ministry, under the $16.7 million $540 million new Taiwan dollars project, the government-funded Telecom Technology Center, TTC, is required to set up 11 non-geostationary orbit satellite hotspots and 5 links for cellular satellite backhauls around Taiwan by the end of this year, with more to come next year. Non-geostationary orbit satellites move in relation to the Earth's surface, enabling better coverage for mobile satellite services and remote areas. Meanwhile, satellite backhauls help improve cellular services in areas that are highly difficult, if not impossible, to reach using conventional means, such as cable or microwave. As part of the project, TTC will install and test 21 hotspots and 9 backhaul links in Taiwan, as well as 1 satellite link site overseas by the end of March next year. Altogether, it is set to establish 700 hotspots across Taiwan and 70 backhaul links in remote areas and outlying islets, plus 3 link sites abroad by the end of 2024, according to the ministry officials. The officials said it would help ensure the government and the public could conduct video conferences, internet phone calls, live streaming, and other types of communications if normal services were cut off in natural disasters or wars. Jaechong Tingqi, a spokesman for the ministry's digital strategy department, said on October 4 the project was inspired by the effective uses of non-geostationary orbit satellites as backup communications networks during the Tonga Kingdom's volcanic eruptions and the Ukraine war in 2022. The technology, which has often been used in natural disasters, has played an important role since Russia invaded Ukraine in February last year. SpaceX's Starlink provided free internet services to keep Kyiv connected after the destruction of its communications systems. Chong said, the project will allow the government commanding system to maintain essential and secure communications, to pacify the public at home, and to seek help from international society during extreme circumstances. Tsai Ming-yen, director of Taiwan's National Security Bureau, acknowledged in a legislature meeting on October 4 that one of the catalysts for developing the backup network was the severing in February of 2 undersea cables linking Taiwan with the Matsu defense outpost. Tsai said, the cutting of the cables created communications problems in the area, adding the island had to use microwave facilities to maintain basic communications in Matsu for several months. The damage to the cables was reportedly caused by 2 mainland fishing vessels operating in the area. Tsai said the satellite backup system was needed to strengthen the resilience of the island's communications. He continued, the digital ministry will start testing the low-orbit satellite signal receivers at the end of this year. According to the digital ministry, some of the receivers will be fixed, while others will be mobile, and they will be configured to receive communications from multiple constellations of satellites in low and medium orbits. The officials said that so far, Taiwan had signed up 2 European firms, Britain's OneWeb and Luxembourg's SES, to help with the project. Digital Affairs Minister Audrey Tang said in Taipei on August 24 that her ministry also planned to install a backhaul link on Taiping Island in the South China Sea as a backup should communications be cut off or disrupted. The disputed Spratly Islands archipelago is claimed in part or wholly by Beijing, Brunei, Malaysia, the Philippines, Taiwan, and Vietnam. Taiping, the largest islet in the chain, has long been reported as a potential target of military attack by the PLA. Beijing, which considers Taiwan its territory to be brought back under its control, by force, if necessary, has intensified its military operations around Taiwan since then U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taipei in August last year. Beijing saw that trip as a serious violation of its sovereignty and a breach of Washington's One China policy. Most countries, including the U.S., do not recognize Taiwan as an independent state but are opposed to a unilateral change of the cross-strait status quo by force. Xu Jiayang, an analyst at the Institute for National Defense and Security Research, a government-funded think tank in Taipei, said destroying Taiwan's terrestrial facilities and cutting off its communications to paralyze the island was definitely a tactic the PLA might pursue in a potential conflict. He said, with China remaining the biggest threat to Taiwan, it is necessary for us to have an effective backup communication mechanism which can be used not only in times of war but also in natural disasters.
Don't forget to comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from Understand China, and thank you for tuning in.